So the other day, Trump announced an intention to acquire Canada, Greenland, and the Panama Canal. This video isn't really about politics, but those are some crazy declarations. And if you look at the world as a whole, there's a lot of turmoil right now, just a lot of things changing. There's multiple wars, Russia, Ukraine, the Israel war. As I'm making this video, LA is literally burning. And I'm a Canadian, so it was interesting to see that the Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, just suddenly resigned. There's a lot of chaos going on in the world, and it feels like the world's going to get more chaotic before it settles down. Now, as an individual, what this means to me is that it's more important than ever to be the master of your own life, your own fate, to be able to choose where to live, choose where to pay taxes, choose what country you want to align with or not align with. And there's the light side and the dark side to this. Let's start with the dark side. Let's just say I'm living in Canada. Let's say Trump enacts aggressive economic sanctions to Canada because he wants to try to coerce Canada into somehow joining the US. And let's just say those economic sanctions really harm the industry that you work in. Let's say you work in an industry, let's just say you work in, I don't know, lumber. And Canada has a ton of trees. One of the countries they export them to is the US. US puts in a bunch of tariffs. That industry's profit margins are chopped in half. And I don't mean necessarily you're chopping trees. I used to work at a Big Four accounting firm. We would audit some of the biggest lumber companies in the world. These are like $100 million plus companies. So there's a lot that goes into that industry. And this is just one example. Now, if you're locked in if you've been working in that industry for 10 years and the profit margin of that industry are cut in half, guess what? Everyone's wages are going to get cut. People are going to get fired. People are going to get laid off. There's no such thing as job security if the industry as a whole takes a hit or if the country as a whole takes a hit. So now let's just say, maybe you were making $180,000 a year and now you're making 120 and you have a family to support and you have a mortgage, and that's a terrible situation to be in. And that's looking at the bright side. I mean, a lot of people are making a lot less money than that, and a lot of people are going to get laid off. So to outsource your livelihood to a government, to a company that you don't control is a really risky thing, especially in 2025, especially the way the world is moving over the next couple of years. So that's why I do truly believe now is one of the best times in history to run your own business, because with online tools, ad platforms, AI tools, like the ease of access to anyone in the world is absolutely crazy. In a lot of ways, it is easier than ever to start your own online business, to build freedom for yourself, to be able to take your sovereignty into your own hands. Now, the light side of this is that in all this juggling, in all this craziness, there's going to be so many advantageous pockets and niche industries that open up, ways where you can legally and ethically pay zero taxes that open up. And if you're nimble enough to move through different governments, possibly live in different areas, but just position yourself to, on a year-over-year basis, to take advantage of the changing global landscape, you're going to be able to, as an individual, as a family unit, make a ton of profit, probably pay a lot less taxes than most people do, or pay zero taxes legally. I have a few friends who've now left Canada, moved to Dubai, other tax havens, fully legal. They're, now they get to keep 100% of what they make rather than paying 30 to 40% to the government. Darwin said, it's not the strongest that survive, but the most adaptable to change. And I think that's very true. Make yourself the most adaptable to change, to take advantage of the shifting world landscape right now. Because if you're truly adaptable, then any change in the world you can leverage to your advantage. When one nation falls, another one rises to take its place. That's always the way it's been. When one industry collapses, new industries are born. And you just need to be nimble enough to navigate through that. So having an online advertising agency, I could easily, in a couple of months, totally shift my business model, be doing something else, using the same tools I have: content creation, paid ads, AI. All of these tools are easily malleable into pivoting my business whatever way makes the most sense. So that's my rant for this video. This is my video to encourage you, if you've been on the fence, take concrete actions now to build your online business. There's more opportunity than ever, and the payoff now is higher than ever, and the risk of not doing it is also higher than ever. Until next time, I'll talk to you guys later.